Garza. And bike number 33, Jeff Brenda. Here we go. They're revving up their engines. This is Formula 2 action, race number 4 coming up. 6-lap event, and away we go. It looks like it could be Todd Rawson who didn't get the start down there. He's got the bike off the side of the racetrack, and boy, this is frantic time for him because he's your points leader, and right now he's seeing it evaporate all for naught as your leader's heading to turn number 2. Rawson finally gets his bike together, now takes off. He's going to be very hard-pressed to try and catch up with this field. Let's see if he can do it. He's only got 6 laps to do it in. I don't know what the problem was, but the field is already going around turn number 2 and then heading up the field as Rawson, your points leader, just now heading around turn number 1 and going into 2. Your field is up the hill for the first time. Okay, riders starting to spread themselves out somewhat as they head on to turn number 9 and come down and complete lap number 1, 5 laps to go. Formula 2 action, race number 4 on tap. Here they come. Out in front, bike number 351, that's going to be Tom Aquino, the Northern California, no, he's living down here now. He used to live up north on the Yamaha. In second spot, 69, that's going to be Alex White on the Yamaha in second spot. In third spot, 62, Kurt Kimball on the Kawasaki running in third. In fourth spot is second in the points right now, Al Garza, bike number 9 on the Yamaha running in fourth. And in fifth spot, it's Paul Van Zyl on the Yamaha running in fifth. In sixth spot is Jim Dickinson, bike number 67 on the Honda. In seventh position, bike number 4, Craig Beecher on the Yamaha. And rounding out the top 8, bike number 33, Jeff Brenda, the rider that had a good race 2 weekends ago, and now he finds himself way down there in 8th position, so Jeff Brenda's got his work cut out for him in this one. Three riders now starting to more or less break themselves away from the middle of the pack here as they go around turn number 8 and head into turn number 9. Here they come down the front straightaway, 2 laps down, 4 laps to go, and it's still Aquino. Then comes White, then comes Kimball, and so Kimball is the surprise in this one. Kurt Kimball, relatively unknown rider, doing a great job holding down third spot. He's ahead of a lot of veterans out there. Bike number 9 as well, Al Garza, who is second in the point standings. And then in fifth spot is Paul Van Zyl, who's also a veteran. And 67, Jim Dickinson's been around for quite a while. And Craig Beecher, of course, is bike number 4. He's running back there in about 6th or 7th position. And he, of course, carries that number 4 plate because he was the 4th-ranked rider in ARRA competition last year. So, boy, the story of the race, Kurt Kimball, 62 on a Kawasaki, doing a good job holding down third place. And not really letting Aquino and White get too far ahead of him. Now, in fact, starting to make a little bit of pressure, putting a little bit of pressure now on second place, Alex White, as they come into turn number 8. Out of turn number 9 they come, and down the front straightaway. It's still 351 out in front, but here goes racing for about 10 years out here with a move like that. Great job by Kurt Kimball taking over second spot. Gave him plenty of room, gave Alex White plenty of room, and went right to the inside of him. We need 450 modified production up to the pre-grid, please, and the 600 singles. 450 modified production, 2 and 4 stroke, and 600 singles up to the pre-grid. Big surprise in the races we mentioned Kurt Kimball. Another big surprise is how far down Brenda and Beecher are, because they were doing a good job up here just 2 weekends ago. In fact, Brenda won a couple of races up here 2 weekends ago. Let's see if Kimball now can capture the lead and take it away from 351 Aquino as they come down the front straightaway. He's closing in on him. Aquino with the lead, Kimball in second spot, White in third. Paul Van Zyl now up into fourth place, and he is on the move as well. So Paul Van Zyl, and then right behind him, a great scrap between Brenda, Garza, and looks like Crow as they duke it out for 5th, 6th, and 7th place. But right now, it looks like the fastest machines on the track right now are Kimball and Paul Van Zyl making up some ground as well. They're in 4th place. Pulling off the racetrack, one of your favorites, bike number 4, Craig Beecher, coming back into the paddock area, out of the race with a mechanical problem. Bike number 4, Craig Beecher, out of the race. There goes Todd Ross, and of course your points leader way back there, still hasn't even caught up to the last of the pack yet, so he's got a huge chore. It's just unsurmountable task ahead of him, and I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. Could take over the lead here over Aquino. Aquino out of Chatsworth, California, a 31-year-old rider. His tuner, Dave McMillan, down there must be chewing his fingernails right now as Kimball starting to make inroads onto that lead. Aquino is sponsored by Matzinger Racing on the Dunlop tires. He's also sponsored by Race Cycle Dealer Supply. And of course, he was the AFM 600 Super Street title holder back there in 85 and 86. So Tom Aquino, definitely one of your more seasoned and very successful veterans out here. And he's being plagued right now by the new rider, Kimball. As they come down the front straightaway, Kimball is still holding down about a 2-second deficit, or not even that, about a 20-yard deficit. As they come up on bike number 40, he's going to be a lapped rider. Well, look at this. Brenda, Garza, and Crow still duking it out for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Okay, let's get 450 mod prod and 600 singles up to the pre-grid. 450 modified production and 600 singles up to the pre-grid. We have bike number 40 out on the racetrack who's not scheduled to be in this one, and yet he could be the big determining factor in who wins this race, because he's right in the way of the leaders right now as they go down the back straightaway on this last lap. Bike number 40, who's been in and out of the pits all race long, don't even know if he's even scheduled for this race. Now he's letting the leaders go by, but looks like it's going to be Aquino is going to take over the win now. He's got a big enough lead. And looks like it's going to be Aquino, Kimball, and White in that order. So Tom Aquino on the Yamaha, Kimball on the Kawasaki, and White on the Yamaha. That's the way it's going to be. 1, 2, 3. Coming down here to finish 4th. And that's going to be Paul Van Zyl. Oh, Paul Van Zyl's not in the thick of this anymore, as it looks like coming down for 4th spot was bike number 9, Al Garza takes it. Brenda takes the position behind him, and behind him, Mike Crow. So something must have happened to Paul Van Zyl, because he was running real good up there in 4th position, and all of a sudden we don't see him out in there anymore. It was okay, evidently he dropped out of the race over there with a mechanical problem over there in turn number 2. So a lot of delight there in the Aquino pit, and of course Dave McMillan now a very happy tuner. His rider just won the Formula 2 event. Remember, next weekend at Riverside, that will be the